What's up guys, Simply Vegan. Welcome to another episode of Cooking with George. On today's episode, we're going to be making chocolate chip cookies. Not just any normal chocolate chip cookies, but vegan chocolate chip cookies, obviously. This is a vegan cooking channel after all, so you expected regular cookies. Sorry. For that, we're going to need some flour, some sugar, some more sugar, this is brown sugar, salt, baking soda, vegan butter, and almond milk and vanilla extract, and chocolate chip. You can't have chocolate chip cookies without chocolate, then it's just cookies. Remember, like always, the measurements will be in the description below and on the screen as we're putting them into the mix. So if you're ready, let's start.
So now we're going to mix in the dry ingredients. So first we're going to have a cup and a half of flour, half a cup of sugar, 3/4 of a cup of brown sugar, a teaspoon of baking soda, half a teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of salt. We're going to put that all in there. We're going to mix it up with our wooden spoon. All right. We can use a whisk for this, but I already have the wooden spoon out, so we're going to use a wooden spoon. We're going to mix it up, break apart that brown sugar as much as we can. Now we're going to add the other ingredients. So we're going to have half a cup of melted butter. All right, and then 1/4 of a cup of milk with a teaspoon of vanilla. I already mixed that in there. That's why the milk looked a little brown. So we're gonna mix in the butter and the milk with the dry ingredients. We're trying to mix it up real good. It's gonna start coming out brown because of that. So the brown sugar is gonna start, the color of the brown sugar is gonna come out of the flour. So we're not gonna use a whisk for this one. We're gonna use a wooden spoon because it starts getting chunky. Now we're gonna add the dark chocolate and the semi-sweet chocolate. It's gonna change that flavor profile of the milk, of the cookies. So we're gonna start mixing it. So it starts getting thick. We're gonna scrape that flour down, and we're gonna use the wooden spoon, not the whisk, because we're gonna get the dough stuck in between the whisk, which is gonna get really annoying. So once it starts getting to that good part, once it starts getting thick, we're gonna eventually switch off to our hands here. So we're gonna go ahead and use our hands to get a better control of that so it doesn't get stuck to it. And we're gonna put it in, we're gonna try to get all the flour that's stuck to the side so the dough is nice and ready. Keep just pressing it every now and then, roll it, flip it, mix it, turn it into itself. Get all that chocolate chip, make sure the chocolate chips stay in there. You don't want them to fall out. You want to keep that flavor in there and the sweetness. Throw it down a couple of times just for fun. Put it in there, we should be good and all done.
Next step is to wrap it up in the bowl, shove it in the fridge, and let it cool. It's not hot, it's just as the butter's melted. If you put it in right now in the oven, it's gonna run a lot. So instead of having cookies that lift and shape the cookie, they're gonna have basically cookie parts. So it's gonna be super thin and it's gonna burn really quick. I learned that the hard way. This is about like the 7th time I make this recipe. I'm gonna put it somewhere in this fridge. All right, so while the cookie is cooling down, what you're gonna wanna do in the meantime, because it's gonna take about 30 minutes-ish, 10 to 30 minutes for the cookies to cool. You're just gonna preheat the oven at 350 degrees, and then once that gets ready, cookies should be cold. The butter should have solidified just a little bit for you to roll it up, put it in here, and have cookies. All right, well, now that we've left time for the cookie dough to chill, we can now take it out. We can now take it out and shape them into little cookie balls. Look at that cookie dough. That's the best part about being vegan. You don't have to worry about eating raw cookie dough because there's no eggs, so there's no salmonella. It's another benefit. So you're just gonna take a little chunk, roll it up, and plop it. You're just gonna do that a couple of times. I'll say about 6 or 7 times, depending on how many cookies you want. I'm not gonna make that many cookies, but you can make a ton of cookies with this batter, depending on how small you want the cookies or how big you want the cookies. But I'd say you can make about 14 cookies, like medium-sized cookies with the cookie dough. Maybe more. All right, so now that you have the balls formed and you preheated the oven to 350 degrees, you're gonna put it in there for about 10 to 12 minutes, just until they start browning. And then you're gonna take it out a little bit before they cook, because once you take it out, they're still gonna be hot. So they're gonna keep cooking once you put them on the cooling rack. So for now, we're just gonna wait until the cookies are done, which will be in about 10 to 15 minutes. 10 to 12 minutes, not 15, 10 to 12 minutes. All right. All right, now that it's done, I'll take it out. Perfect. Now, just move it right here. Be real careful not to burn yourself with this part. Oh, shit. That looks cool. Now, it's hot, so it's gonna keep cooking. So you're fine there, but you don't want to burn. Oh, I didn't see how close you were. So it's fine right now. Usually, a lot of times I would leave it on for too long, so the bottoms will burn and get really hard. I started learning to take it off early and let the heat from the cookie itself cook it for a while, so the bottom stays nice and chewy. I like my cookies nice and chewy. Thank you guys for watching another episode of Cooking with George. Again, this is simply vegan, and we just made some vegan chocolate chip cookies. The ingredients and the measurements will be posted on the video and in the description down below. Remember to share, like, comment, subscribe when you subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you. We'll see you next time.